What's up, people? It's your boy Urban coming back to you with another video. I'm going to share something real quick that I seen on an article. Now, keep in mind, this is just a rumor. Now, me personally, I don't really deal with rumors. You know what I'm saying? Because some rumors can go either way. They could be true or they cannot be true. It's just somebody just throwing something out there, hoping that somebody grab it. So, in this rumor going around is that the Lakers might be looking to get Bizmack Biyombo from Toronto, the 6'9" center who backed up their regular starting center who got hurt in Game 3 at Miami. The Lakers might be looking at to go after him. And remember, this guy's 6'9", 245. Now, me personally, I have two situations with this. Number one, I don't think he's worth 3 years, 60 mil. Okay, that's 20 mil a year. That's superstar status. Like I said, anytime you up in the 20s and all that, you paying superstars that type of money. Before the collective bargaining came around, this is what superstars were actually getting. You know, 18, 20 million a year, stuff like that. So you just throwing money around, just like, okay, I got it, let me just throw it around. That's not the way you build a organization. You just don't throw money around, because then teams be like, well, players be like, shucks, if you don't give him that money, you can give me 25, 30. So no, you just don't throw that money around like that. And number two, also I have a problem is that when you look at the West compared to the East, the centers in the West are much more stronger than the centers in the East. And why I say that? Because most of your superstar centers are on the West. Now, I'm gonna compare something of him to a lot of centers of the West. Now, keep in mind, this guy is 6'9", 245. Now, Jordan for the Clippers, he's 6'11", 265. All these guys I'm about to name, these guys are, first of all, they got height over him, they got weight over him, and I'm gonna tell you right off the bat before I even get going, all these guys will kill him in the interior on the offense. All they gotta do is back him down. They can lay up and dunk on this guy all day because he's giving up so much weight and height to these players. The only teams that actually will benefit from that is when they go small ball, like a Golden State, OKC once in the blue moon, Portland when they decide to go small ball, then he'll flourish. But as in starting center, for that type of money, playing against somebody like Bogut, Adams, Jordan, nah. Not no way in the world. This guy's actually a power forward, 6'9", 245. Julius Randle is about the same height as him, height and weight. So only difference that he got with Julius Randle is probably he could block. But other than that, nah. Now here's the thing. All right, the Clippers got Jordan, 6'11", 265. OKC got Adams at 7 feet, 255. Warriors got Bogut at 7 feet, 260. I'm going to stop right there. The reason why I'm going to stop is because I told a lot of guys, I'm not really big on small ball. It's okay to run it, but not 90% of your offense most of the time. Why? Because here's the thing. Why do you think OKC was up 3-1 on Golden State? Because Golden State would always had a thing where they would sit Bogut down and they'll put Green at center. You know, and run small ball. So OKC stuck with their guns, and they ran Cantier and Adams at center. You know what I mean? And what they did is they out-rebound them. They kept them off the block. They couldn't really do anything in the interior, so they had to sit out and shoot threes. So that's why Golden State they took Golden State out of their game. So Golden State in Game 5, they decided, you know what, we need to play Bogut more in order to compete. You know what I mean? We have to match up. You got to go by the matchups too, because if a team gets you to play in their style of play, you already defeated, and that's what OKC did. They got Golden State to play their type of ball, tempo type of ball play. So with that being said, when they decided to go with Bogut in Game 5, what happened? You know what I mean? The whole momentum changed. You know what I mean? Golden State did whatever they wanted to do because now they had somebody down low who could play, and Bogut is not a bad player. He could play. It's just that they have to do what they got to do in order to match up. So anyway, you got Bogut. Howard is basically gone. I mean, they just signed Mike D'Antoni, so you already know Howard's out the door. I did a video on that earlier. So Howard's gone. You got Sacramento with Boogie Cousins. You already know what the deal is with dude. You got Plumlee at 6'11", Sasa at 6'11", 275. You got Towns 7 feet. Then you got Davis for New Orleans, and you got Gobert. Like I said, all these guys either giving up height. I mean, not giving up. All these guys are either taller than him or way more than him, and they're going to be pushing this guy around. Now, do the Lakers sign him for that type of money? Nah, not at all. Now, he could be all right as a backup for like $8 million, but not for no freaking $20 million. No way in the world I'd give somebody like that $20 million. In this game against Indiana, he only had 3 games where he averaged over 10 rebounds. And keep in mind, Indiana, their starting center is Muhammad. Muhammad is 6'11", 250, but when they go small, they decide they might bring Jordan Hill in there. A lot of Lakers, we know how Jordan Hill is. Jordan Hill was good rebounding, blocking, shots. You know, he get one block in there, but he also go to sleep on defense a lot. So, in that being said, He didn't really do too much in Indiana, in the Indiana series. He was only averaging 0.9 blocks, so he really didn't get no blocks, no blocks. I like that. And his overall average in rebound was 9.4. Like I said, when he went small ball is when he flourished. Now you go to the Miami game. The first 3 games, when Whiteside was in the game, this guy got 13 minutes, averaged 13 minutes in all 3 games. And he did absolutely nothing really in all 3 games. Go look at the stats for yourself. He didn't do anything. When Whiteside went down in game 3, and when their center went down, Valanciunas, whatever his name is, when he went down, this is when Biyombo, played center. And in that, I'm still questioning why did Eric didn't play Stoudemire like he should have. You know what I mean? Even though him and Stoudemire probably be a good matchup, he'd probably be a little quicker than Stoudemire, but Stoudemire, would probably have been more of a better defender than what Winslow was. So he decided to go with Winslow a couple times. Winslow is 6'7", 225. This guy's 6'9", 245. So, yeah, you were going to be ducking all over him, blocking shots and all that because you got a freaking small forward playing a power forward / center. So, in retrospect of that, that's why Toronto got out and they looked so good in Game 7 and blew the crap out of Miami because of the matchup. And when Eric Prostra seen them that they were getting blown out, I don't know why he didn't change the change the lineup. Why would you continue to let Winslow go? Did you want to win the game? So I don't know about that. But anyway, like I said, the 3 games where he played against Whiteside, he was nowhere to be found. But once Whiteside went out, that's when he went off, and his overall average was 8 rebounds, 8.4 rebounds, and 1.4 blocks overall. Now we switch to Cleveland. Cleveland, they decided to go with Tristan Thompson. Now Tristan Thompson, 6'9", 238. A good matchup. They went small ball. That was a good matchup for Biyombo. You know what I mean? Because remember, he's 6'9", 245. So, in those games, but this is the thing, though. Now, keep this in mind. Because remember, they do got that big, I can't think of the big guy name, but the big guy who actually was a starting center in the regular season. But here's the thing. The 2 games that Toronto won, he had 14 boards in 1 game and 3 blocks. In another game, he had 26 boards and 4 blocks. The game where they won, where he had 26 boards and 4 blocks, is the game where Cleveland was just shooting threes like crazy and they weren't hitting. That's the game Toronto won. Again, that was game 5. They were just shooting threes like crazy, and that's why he was able to capitalize on that. That's a lot of bangs off the rims where he can get going with the rebounding. But the games that they lost, 1 game he was only 9 boards, 1 block. Another game he had 4 boards and 1 block. Another game he had 5 boards and 2 blocks. So what I'm saying to you guys is that I will not reward somebody who's subpar in the playoff when the matchups are different for that type of money. When it's somebody like Whiteside or some big center playing this guy, he's not going to be nowhere to be found. And it'll be a waste of money just like we wasted money on Roy Hibbert. So why would I spend that money on this dude, just to have him being posterized by all these big centers on the West Coast? It's not. The Lakers, me personally, I don't think the Lakers front office is that stupid to get this guy that much money. We're not desperate. I don't think that we're going to, just throw money around like that. I think our first priority will and always will be Whiteside. KD is in a different story. I know KD will probably be the first priority, but I'm just saying as center-wise, I'm always going to say Whiteside. Because he's a free agent, you have nothing to lose, you ain't got to give up no players for this individual. So why not go after him? Now, Bizmack Biyombo will be good as a backup. Like if they decide to go small ball and all that, then that'd be cool. But then it's like, okay, what's the point of getting Whiteside? If you're going to do what Miami do and only get the guy 29 minutes, that's a waste of time. Get the guy, the Whiteside can run up and down the court, let him utilize his skills. Now, if we don't get Whiteside and we get like Joakim Noah or something like that, or we just get an average center, then I'll have Biyombo, like I said, as a backup. When we run like small ball, then I will go to him. In that case, like I said, I would keep Tariq Black. But anyway, like I said, it's a waste of money. I know it's just a rumor, and I know the Lakers are not that crazy to spend that type of money on that type of individual who only showed up in the playoffs, and that's only on certain games and certain matchups. With that being said, family, I love y'all. Check out my man Mike from Lakers Talk. Check out his channel if you haven't already, and also check out my man Eddie Starr and his channel. Also follow all us on Twitter. Like I said, we constantly talking, socializing, stuff like that. Want to build up the Lakers community so we can have a lot to talk about. If y'all have any features or anything that you need me to talk about or anything like that, definitely put it in the comment section, and I'll try to do a little research on it, and I'll try to like throw down my opinion. All this is just my thoughts. Okay, like I said today, we all have opinions. You know, and we all might agree and disagree, which is cool. That's the whole point about us as being a Lakers family. You know what I mean? Discussions are important. You know, so at the end of the day, I love you guys. Have a blessed day. And go enjoy that weather before it get dark.